Okay, hello everybody. This is my first video doing these things. So right now the production value is not good. Next time I'll do a little bit better. I'll have a little bit better background. This is something I'll just do from time to time. It's more just for fun. It's ripping mostly for myself, but if other people like to see ripping like I do, just to kind of watch, see if there's any hits, see if there's a reason to buy this box or not. That's kind of the purpose of this. So in this first one, this is the 2023 Panini Prizm retail box for football. And I bought this off Amazon, clearly not sold directly from Amazon, but somebody that's selling things through Amazon. And the idea was to buy and hold this box. But there have been some very poor reviews that I just noticed recently. I bought this maybe a couple months ago, and suggesting that there's actually not cards in here, or there's pre-opened cards or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if people are not getting hits and they're upset or whatever it may be. But I definitely don't want to pass this on to somebody else and have it not be any good, and then it comes back on me, and I don't want to be in that position. So even though I really, really don't want to rip this, I'm going to, and who knows, maybe I'll get some hits. It's still a fun rip too, and if it's good, I'll go back to that merchant and buy another one. But we'll see. So right now, if we examine the box, there's just kind of maybe a slight little ding in this corner. But otherwise, it's actually in really good shape. So I think that there's no issues there. The sealing on it, the seal, I don't suspect anything messed with. I imagine these would be very hard to open and reseal. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it, but it's probably very painstaking. And to do that in mass, I imagine would be difficult. However, I don't know, maybe do it often enough, you get good at it. But let's see what's in it. And again, it's a fun rip. It has the, before I rip it, it has the at least three checkerboards in it, at least 2 silvers and 1 green ice prism. In my experience, these retail boxes, you're not going to get a ton of hits, which is why I retail box. And again, maybe that's why people are upset about it. They spent their money, they think they're owed some hits for what they bought, or for as many packs as they come with. 24 packs, you get a lot of cards. Maybe they think there's so many cards, I should be getting more hits, but that's not necessarily the case. But let's see. So this is probably a good sign that it's sealed up so tight like this. Again, I noticed nothing when I removed that would suggest any problems. We open this up. Everything is completely on the level here. Looking at the packs, totally sealed. Again, these would be, imagine, very hard to seal. I've heard that in people that do that, they kind of open up the edges and then put them back in. I'm seeing no evidence of that. But let's see what we get and start going through it. Again, I have no concern right now that there's anything wrong with this. Let's set this up here. And because I'm doing this impromptu, I don't have any stands for the cards or any sleeves for the cards, so I'll just have to set those aside and do that later. With that, let's start going here. And I probably won't tease as many cards as sometimes people do. Well, that right there seems to come up pretty easy, but again, I can't see how that would be very difficult to fit. So again, given as many cards that are in here, I probably won't tease these quite as much as I will in the future. I don't really see anything there in the first 4 cards. Nothing to speak of. Luke Musgrave, rookie. So we'll set those aside and we'll just keep going. There might be people right out of the gate that buy these and say, I didn't get anything in that first pack. There wasn't a silver, there wasn't anything special. There wasn't the kid reporter card. So therefore, I'm owed something. There's that. We do have a silver here. That's good. And again, how many? There's 2 silvers in the box. So Kinley Freeman, seed, and let's just tease the silver here a little bit. We got Chiefs, okay. Nick Bolton. Wow, he had 180 tackles last year. That's pretty impressive. We're in 2022, I guess. All right, so 1 silver out of a guaranteed 2. Again, no big hits here so far to get a silver, but nothing memorable. But again, no, does not at all suggest that these have been tampered with. Kid reporter, oh, we got the first checkerboard. So Marquise Brown, big bend on that. I wonder if that's where the bend in the box was. Or the thing in the box. Gardner Minshew. Kez Watkins, who we got here? Ravens, maybe Zay Flowers. Lamar Jackson. Well, okay, that 2-time MVP. That's pretty good. And it looks like it's in good shape. So that's all right. Obviously, you always hope for the big rookies, but with 3 checkerboards and I don't remember how big, 400 card set, chances are pretty slim. So it's better than a lineman or somebody else you've never heard of. Again, a bend in this card. I wonder if it's just the location of where that was, but a pretty significant bend too. Eric Dickerson, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Hunter Henry and Will McDonald IV, rookie card. All right. So far, relatively unimpressive, but you know, that's kind of what I expect, and that does not mean that these were tampered with. There's no evidence that these have been tampered with. So it's very unfortunate that Merchant has gotten some bad reviews, but we're not done yet, so you never know. We got to make sure we get all our hits in there, because if we're missing some, that could mean something, but that could also just be Panini, which people know Panini is known to do. Jordan Love, Fred Warner, we got the Prismatic Jamar Gibbs. That's pretty good. All right. So for some people, this is going to be a little bit longer video because it's 24 packs. So it's going to take a while. But that can make it fun sometimes for some people anyway. Another bend in that card. I'm just wondering if that was in the wrong place. I wouldn't expect that many bends and that many things yet, but you never know. And absolutely nothing there. Cook, still the bend. Now this is from a stack that was probably all in the same order, so in the same part of the box. We got our second checkerboard. Hopefully there's no bend in that. Let's see. Jaguars. Rookie card. What do we got? Tank Bigsby. All right. Well, maybe he can get the ball a little bit more next year. Keep going. So 3 checkerboards, 2 silvers, 1 green ice prism. I think that prismatic Junior Gibbs was the green ice prism. Bend in the corner. It's always on that first card too. After that, it looks fine, which is strange. Billy Zapp, Nick Folk, Deontay Banks rookie. So one pack, I think it was only one pack, did not have the kid reporter, but again, I don't really see that as a big red flag. Lorenzo Carter, Sky Moore, Patrick Peterson, another green ice. This is of TJ Watt, good player. Nothing too exciting there, no numbers, nothing like that, which I would not expect in this box. Again, it's a retail box. Mostly not even to buy as a box, but to buy as single packs. So you're unlikely to get many hits. Joe Mixon, T.J. Hawkins, Tyrann Matthew, John Johnson, nothing. Keep going. Kid Reporter, Sean Bateman, ATN, AJ Brown, Mike Evans. Again, this is always in these kind of boxes. Well, probably every box, it's mostly base cards, but especially this, it's going to be 98% base cards, and that's just something you have to expect. Ben in the corner. We got a green ice coming up. Daniel Hunter, Brian Robinson, green ice of Colts, and not a rookie, Jonathan Taylor. We'll see if he bounces back. Running backs seem so expendable in the NFL. They have a very short shelf life, which is why you hardly ever see one drafted high anymore. They run through them real quick, and you can pay them very little. Another Ben, Micah Parsons, DeAndre Swift. Nothing there. All right. So we've gotten 2 checkerboards run so far. We've gotten one green ice, which is all that we're promised. And we've got 2 silvers. We've pulled 1 so far. Another Ben in the corner. Harrison Smith, Sauce Gardner, Yaya Diaby. I don't know what the deal with Yaya Diaby is. I think he was something like, I don't know, 6th defensive rookie of the year, maybe even less than that. But at least he got votes. I don't know what that means exactly in terms of prediction of future performance, but at least it's something. He'll probably be a starter at least. And if you can't make anything happen if you don't start. Stephon Diggs with a bend, new team. He's gonna help things out quite a bit on his new team, I think. With CJ, that's gonna be quite a connection. Jenna Phillips and Allstott, Hall of Famer, I believe. The checkerboard, come on, Chiefs, maybe at least a Mahomes, hopefully. Pacheco. All right, so the checkerboards were not especially exciting. I guess Lamar Jackson is probably the best of them there. And we'll run through the so-called hits when we're done. Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Lazard, Zay Flowers. I think he's a budding star. I think he has really the potential to be a big-time guy. Hopefully, they said Lamar just came out yesterday. He dropped 25 pounds so he could be more mobile. So maybe that means he won't be throwing to Zay quite as much. He'll be running more, which just takes a beating on the body. AJ Terrell, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Lockett. What do we have here? Jonathan Taylor on the Prizm. It's a cool card. So I'm already regretting opening this, and the reason why is it was a perfectly fine box. Not going to get many hits in this, and there's really no reason for me to believe that this was tampered with, and it was being proven right. That person on eBay is getting bad reviews for There appears to be no good reason. Now maybe something changed since I bought these. Bought these a couple months ago. Maybe they're doing something different, but I don't know. I am not having that luck, which is good. Kid Reporter, there's a silver. Hopefully I didn't tip that too much. Travis Kelce, TJ Watt, and then we go to silver is Chargers, rookie, Elijah Dotson. All right, well, maybe with Harbaugh, they'll find a way to get it in his hands and he can make things happen and score some touchdowns. Who knows? Harbaugh, Michigan, proved to be very much loving the running game. We'll see if he continues that in the NFL. My recollection is he was really big on developing passers when he was in the NFL in the past, but we'll see. Maybe he just is good at working with what he's got. Another bend in the corner. Very bad on that one, too. So this is way more bends in the corner than I would expect for the box. I mean, the box doesn't really have... There's a slight thing there, but other than that, it was fine. The tears from me. All right. Kirby Joseph, Ryan Stevenson, Demarion Overshown. It's really too bad that defensive players don't get more attention in the trading card game. They are just as talented as anybody else, but John Elway, Marvin Jones, just another green ice. We were only promised one. Now this is a prism break of Breece Hall. Nothing too good there. Down to 3 packs, so this is looking like it's a big bust. We've already pulled all our silvers. We've already pulled our green ice prism, and we've already pulled all of our checkerboards. So unless we just get lucky with a CJ or something, another ding in the corner, probably gonna be a bust. Jaden Reed, pretty significantly miscut card. Jordan Love, getting him the ball this year, but that's pretty miscut. James Conner, bend in the corner. Darius Smith, George Kittle. And we got one more chance for probably nothing more than a big name rookie. That's all we can hope for at this point. Anthony Richardson, CJ, Levis. We got Zay Flowers, but it's not a quarterback. Ben in the coin. So this happened way more than I would expect in this box, and that's probably a Panini thing. Scantling, Autry, Kenny McIntosh. So ultimately, what do we end up with? We got a silver Elijah Dotson. At least it's a rookie. We got this green prism ice, green ice of Jonathan Taylor. It's a fireworks card, pretty cool card. Isaiah Pacheco for the checkerboard. Jonathan Taylor on the green ice. Tank Bigsby, again, at least it's a rookie on the checkerboard. Jamar Gibbs on the prismatic. Lamar Jackson. It might be miscut top to bottom. I think it might be a little bit. It's hard to say. It's close, but I think it might be. And then the other silver defensive player for the Chiefs, Nick Bolton. So ultimately, I don't see any reason to believe that this merchant was going through these. I didn't get much. I got the checkerboards I was promised. I got the green prisms, the silver prism, the green ice prism that I was promised. I think to be able to go through that and resort those and restock those, it would be very challenging to go through those packs. There's no sign of anything on the wrapper, on the specific card wrappers, on the box itself. I would say the biggest thing that was problematic, not getting the cards is fine. It's all just gambling. But a bend in the corner, the same corner of a lot of different cards and a lot of different packs. None of them were any big important cards. Not that there were any in the box, but they weren't on the checkerboard or on the silvers or anything like that. But that was disappointing that so many bends, obvious bends, creases in the cards. Zay Flowers is the other decent rookie. So overall, I think that Amazon dealer is totally on the level despite their bad reviews, which is unfortunate. Again, maybe things have changed. Maybe they changed what they're doing. But what I got, I see no issue with. I don't know that I would recommend buying this box. It's the only way you can get the checkerboards, but other than that, again, it's such a low likelihood of getting, it's only 3 checkerboards per box out of a 400 card set. It's just a retail box. You're just not going to get much other than base cards, and that's okay if that's what you want. If you like cards, if you want to collect cards, you want to get as many players as possible, go for it. But if you want the big hits, you just very, very unlikely to find them in there. Not impossible, but unlikely. All right, in the future, I'll be doing more videos, more rips, breaks, whatever you want to call them. It'll be here and there. It'll be sporadic. Again, it's just for fun. There's nothing, I'm not going to be the first one to buy so-and-so and make sure I get it out. But if you want to just see a product get ripped, see if there's any hits, and if you want to use it like I do in a lot of these videos to see if it's a product worth buying, that may be helpful for you too. So overall, no fraud that I can tell, no real hits, probably wouldn't buy again, but nothing really wrong with the box.